What's up, babes? Another video, another worth it. I think that's what, 3? So I gotta get One Piece next week. Um, After I believe tonight's chapter, at least for me, on Friday, um, the new chapter should be really good. I think I try not to read the spoilers. The spoilers always come out on Tuesday, and I don't read them. I read them on accident last week, but I'm like, I can't read them again, or else it makes the chapter kind of boring. But that's not what we're talking about today. Last week was Tokyo Revengers, if it was worth it, and I said it absolutely is. I went ahead and finished season 1, which is all they have right now. Once I finish Bleach, which I have like 20, 30 chapters left, which I can breeze by pretty quick, I'll probably start reading that one. Also started reading Tower of God, which is really good, for a book club that I started in my Discord, so kind of cool. But anyway, this week is about Haikyuu volleyball, which is something that I've been playing a lot personally, out and about around where I live. I play a lot of volleyball. I have a really good time doing it. Play it with some guys who are all about it, the competition, everything. Play spike ball too, but I think most people agree that volleyball is kind of better. Just kind of all around. I always liked volleyball. Of course, I grew up playing football, soccer, and some other sports, but I've always liked volleyball. So, talking about anime and sports, I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan. Now, what's the boxing one? Kempo something or another? I've watched clips of it, and it's good, and I like it. And obviously, I love sports. I grew up just liking so many sports, watching, playing, and I just like being active, so sports are a part of that. Even to this day, I'm still doing sports, but in anime, I'm just kind of like so in it. I need action adventure. I need like abilities, powers, and people progressing through the story, through intense means. And usually sports is just like too real world for me if I'm trying to like escape and watch an anime for it. But that changed kind of with Haikyuu. I think Haikyuu is amazing. I think it's very, very good. I was an idiot. I will confess right now. I accidentally, when I was pulling up watching Haikyuu, I was like, oh, this movie like starts it off. I'll watch the movie first. Kind of a big mistake. But it makes it much more interesting going back, because what I found out later from my buddy who I made a deal with, his name is Kronos. I made a deal with him, and we agreed that he has to watch Naruto, which this wasn't even intentional, it's kind of funny. He has to watch Naruto, not Shippuden, just regular Naruto. It's about the same length, I would say, it seems. And I would watch Haikyuu. Now, I accidentally watched the 3rd season, which was the movie. But it makes it interesting going back and kind of seeing how they got to that point. I'm not going to spoil anything, but some big things happen, and I'm kind of just like, I know they get to that point, and I'm just like, what happens next? But I'm watching the build up now, and it's very, very good. What this anime excels at, well, first of all, it is more than worth it. It is really good. I loved this and Tokyo Revengers so much, it was tough to choose which one to watch more, so I just kept going back and forth, because it's so good. It is really, really good. And it really makes you invested in so many characters. What this anime does super well is you get invested in like the entire team. What the entire team's about. Obviously, Hinata and Kageyama are the main two. And their teamwork together is really awesome. And you get to see that as first years. But the rest of the cast on the team, from the 3rd years, Tanaka, Daichi, and Sugasama, those 3 are really good characters, and they all kind of hold like their own space. The other first years, I'm not going to name everyone. The libero I very much like. The 3rd year ace, who his little backstory and stuff was very good. Him being inspired by like the first years is really cool. And another reason why I actually like this is because of how real world it actually is. As somebody who played up to collegiate sports, obviously played high school sports, which is what this is about. It's very real. It's very real. And watching like a 3rd year, for example, be upset that he's sitting out because the first year's so much better than him, it's really real. And like you kind of see that, and it's like if you didn't do enough in your time there, then the years don't matter. You don't get seniority because it's about the team. And that's what this is all about, is it's about the team. So it's great to see an anime really get it done right. I don't know exactly who the author is, but whoever it is really gets it. They really get like what it means to be on a team, what it means to be a part of a team. And I think Karasuno, the Ravens, it's an awesome school to see, and like kind of just their come up, not even really having a coach and like having some of their players even be trained, but watching them like through a tournament. And now I was really interested to see like how they would go about it anime style with tournament matches. Obviously the only other sports anime I really watched was Ping Pong the animation, which I very much liked, but this is kind of much cleaner. It goes much more in depth with characters, more characters in general, from other teams too. And that was really interesting because I was like, volleyball is a sport with like 15 kids on each team. So splitting that up to have like certain meaningful characters on each team would be difficult, but they're able to do it. Oikawa. Some of these names are tough. I got them pulled up. But the guy who plays for, I forgot what they're called, Saichi, something like that. There's a lot of names in that one. I'll probably get more used to it as I watch it. But that guy, he's a big character on his side. And then you realize how important coaches are, which is very, very real. But you just see how much they want to win. You see the nerves before matches. You see how much they want to train. You see that at the end of the day, the thing that they want the most is to not lose. Now, a lot of competitors want to win, but usually, you can take this how you want. It's the people who don't want to lose who win more. You can take that how you want. And I know this is reviewing an anime, but this is some real world shit. So that on top of some solid comedy, like on the side, when things are like really intense and like you kind of like are so invested, it's like, are they gonna win this? Like, what's gonna happen? They started off kind of rough and they're slowly like building as a team, and like, can they do it? And it's just an amazing, heartwarming anime with great music. I think I talked with Kronos about it. It's the same composer who does My Hero, which I've always liked that music as well. So it's very good. It's very fitting for an anime like this. And you just get very invested in these characters. And they do such a good job of making you care about each character and what they bring to the team aspect. And of course, it's really hyper-focused on one team, but there's a lot of characters from other teams where it's like, oh, like that guy, like they wouldn't want him to lose, but he's fighting that guy, and who's gonna win? And it's just really awesome to watch. It's always down to the wire. You don't know what's gonna happen, and yeah, it's worth a watch. I'm really glad I started watching it. In fact, when I'm done with this video, I'm probably gonna go watch an episode right now. But I'd recommend it very much. Very much. It attacks personal fears, overcoming obstacles in life, and it just follows high school kids playing volleyball in Japan. So go watch it. It's really, really good. It's like right there with Tokyo too, so just watch both of them. This one's a little bit longer, but I think it's going to be a little bit better when all is said and done. So we'll see. I'm still kind of in the thick of it myself, but I'm interested to see what all these characters are going to bring to the table and the life throughout high school that they have to do, because they're still only first years, the two main characters that we have here. So yeah, go watch it. It's on Crunchyroll, might be on Netflix as well. And that's it. Subscribe, comment, like, please, and catch me streaming at 7 during the week. You know how it goes. Peace out, babes. Adios.